before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Come on, back.
And not the start he was hoping for there, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all,
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, Riley down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever.
Here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
On the ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion.
6, 7.
Here's the 2nd and 7. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Walker with a grab, left side. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
70.
On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Ready up. Drill, 52.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 11. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second down, here's an option right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have recovered. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10 to about the 26 here.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Temple.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He completes this to Walker. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Okay, ready?
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a... Start the half as this will be a touchback.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding Walker, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's Walker. And some space here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trey Brown. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter. But that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mustang 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This is fielded inside the 5. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They have their backs up against the wall. They've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Riley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 4. Leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Riley, and I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's got it to the 43 here. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use time?
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Come on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2nd and 9 now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 70. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready, set.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2nd and 5. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. They did for the offense.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Come on. 60 Bobcats.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here. But let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 57 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. That is intercepted at the goal line. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Los Angeles, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.